Roberto was born August 22nd, 1997, in the Bronx, New York, to two dentists of Dominican descent, but unfortunately, the road to the States is anything but easy. Since Fanum's mother gained her PhD in the Dominican Republic, the United States will not validate her 8 years of school in DR. So, coming to New York, hustle was the first thing on her mind. Sees Fanum's hustle on the creative side comes from his family side, with his grandma showing him how to get up and get it, and going around New York selling clothes and sneaking his grandma free food during lunch in the summertime. Fanum's childhood was never peaches and cream. While attending PA 75 Great Expectation School in the Bronx, New York, his mother picked him up from school. Once they got home, they noticed their home had been robbed. His childhood trauma doesn't stop there. At 8 years old, he saw somebody get gunned down right in front of him on 187 Webster Avenue in the Bronx while his mom was buying a gallon of milk. Some years later, he got expelled from school in the 5th grade for hitting a classmate on the head with a metal lunch tray. 2 years from that, while in DR, he got expelled again for fighting, but since his dad was paying for school, he got in-school suspension instead. His principal at the time didn't like Fanum or his father, leading the principal to throw a table at Fanum, causing him to leave school. Once he moved back to New York in the 8th grade, New York started providing Apple laptops for students in certain classes. These laptops came with iMovie, introducing him to a whole new world, video editing. While in school, he found a Call of Duty YouTuber by the name White Boy 7th Street. While attending Bronx Early Academy School, he was even stealing Wi-Fi to watch his videos. While watching White Boy 7th Street, he noticed that nobody from where he was from did content. So, he did what he does best, became a pioneer, starting his own journey. Fanum started out like many other YouTubers, through re-uploads and reposts. Unfortunately, this would get him terminated multiple times. As he got deeper into the depths of YouTube, he ran into a problem: getting equipment. Back then, it was way harder to get video equipment than it is now, bringing him to the streets of New York. He started selling bead patches in schools to people around New York, flipping a simple $80 to $1,000. His actual first YouTube channel was named PlayStation Rob. With this channel, he uploaded random videos and Call of Duty videos under the PSN Super Crazy 95, with the 95 coming from Lightning McQueen.
This is my first video where I had a voice, where I put a voice, like I used my own voice. I'm about to sound crazy. I remember this. Hold on. Yo, what's good? It's your boy PlayStation Rob. You already know what's going on. Y'all see my new... Oh, nah, bro.
He started his next channel in January of 2013 under the name Fanum Slice when he was 15. This new channel, Fanum Slice, was a spark of his new era. Over the time of his Fanum Slice alias, he slowly got more and more comfortable with YouTube, focusing on 2K, GTA, and story times. His first collab came a couple years after 2013 with his homeboy named Nate. He took a train from 125th to Metro North to get to Connecticut for a basketball video.
You know, that's the nobody told me shit. Oh, niggas not, yo, niggas ain't really your mans, bro. Shit crazy.
Okay, I don't know about those. Volleyball. Best step up.
When the fuck do I score points? I don't wanna...
Even though he was building his YouTube world by hand, his hustle on the outside world didn't stop. During high school, Fanum delved into his interest in architecture, participating in a pre-college program at Copper Union in Manhattan, New York, while working at a deli on West 167 and Ogden from the ages of 16 to 18. His hard work and creating wouldn't go unnoticed by YouTube. He became monetized and slowly started raking in money, but the support from his mom was practically non-existent. She noticed that Fanum started buying groceries for the house and buying things for himself. This led his mom to speculate, what's her son dope dealing? When he would come home, she would instantly bum rush him and smell his fingers to see if he was selling weed. Moving forward, sometimes Fanum would come into his room and everything would be at different places. She would have certain family members watch Fanum when he would come home out of school and see how he was getting paid. Even though Fanum told his mom the money he was getting was coming from YouTube, she couldn't fathom. While he would be playing 2K, she would make him get out and ransack his whole room. Eventually, Fanum departed from his YouTube network and became independent, leading the direct deposits into his account to be sent from Google instead of from a network into PayPal. Fanum's mom loved him, yes, but her being from DR made it really hard for her to support his vision. In 2016, he would graduate high school and start college in the fall at City Tech, the New York School of Technology. He only spent half a semester there since the phone he used to take pictures of books to do his homework broke on a train. Once the phone broke, he couldn't find money to repair it, so he dropped out and shifted his focus to YouTube fully. Fast forward to November 16, 2016, he started streaming 2K on Twitch. Soon after his initial start on Twitch, he made a reaction channel on May 22nd, 2017, which would later be named Just Fanum in 2019. During the stretch on YouTube, he would collab with many people in the 2K community, coming across 3 people that would be very important to his career: Agent Zero, Duke Dennis, and Davis. Davis would be the first person to meet Fanum. At the time, Davis only had 10 subscribers and went by the name Elite Buckets 32. Davis would make it a point to join every 2K part Fanum was in and beat him. And he beat him so much that it led to them running games together. Later, Fanum would meet Agent through Davis. During this time, Agent was doing 2K Molly content with 30,000 subs. Finally, Fanum was the first person to join Duke's stream and tell him he was going to blow, bring them together on 2K. February 2019 comes and Fanum was ready to make a move. ready to diversify. On his main channel, he uploaded story times and gaming content, essentially splitting his viewer base, which made him turn his reaction channel into a story times and IRL content channel under the name Just Fanum. In his first video on Just Fanum, he affirmed this channel would hit 1 million subs. He didn't know. He just told the future.
I don't know what I'm gonna title this channel. I don't know any good names as of now, but I'll come up with it before this video even gets uploaded. My future projections for this channel is this is probably gonna be one of the channels that hit 1 million subscribers. I'm gonna keep it above with you. Am I really saying that on some cocky flow? I'm really saying that on some confident flow. I really feel like I'm about to put in OD work on this channel, and I got another.
Throughout the rest of 2019, he would drop viral videos like his New York Problem series and IRL content surrounding New York. While he was grinding, the idea of AMP was slowly forming. Agent Zero, a content brother and original member of AMP, wanted to migrate from Canada to the US. He reached out to many content creators in the 2K community to form a content house, such as Duke Dennis, Davis, Fanum, Peter MC, and Cheeseaholic, with the destination being LA. And he also briefly talked to Mark Kazimba. Even with Agent talking to 7 to 8 content creators, the LA plan still fell through. A few of them pulled away, which led others to have doubts. Agent and his cousin Waleed still planned to move to the United States, and it really didn't matter where Agent landed, but Waleed wanted to move where he knew people, bringing them to Atlanta. You see, Agent knew a content creator in the NBA community who he built a friendship with through Skype and regularly helped him with videos. Legend of Winning. Agent contacted Lowe about getting a house together, and a move to Atlanta began. Agent and Lowe eventually got a house together. With Agent and Davis both being in ATL, they started making way more videos together, leading to late 2019, where they started having serious talks of a content group again. They reached out to Fanum and Duke, and they both were ready. Fortunately, Agent and Davis weren't the only ones making content moves at the end of the year. In December of 2019, Fanum came across a content creator named Kai Sanat playing a prank on him, and this would be the start of a true brotherhood.
Go, drive, nigga.
He's right here. Found the cam. Here. Look, and you got the cam.
Bro, what, like,
That's it, bro. You good?
this whole thing was a prank.
Yeah, bro. Now we linked up, bro. I've been down to meet another NY YouTuber, but you know I have to give him the NY source. I pull up, bro. Cause you dead ass moving masking.
Bro, like, what is, bro, what?
Hey, I see what the cleat. I was trying to take it off you too. I ain't gonna hold you, but I thought it. I mean, we
Bro,
matching.
like,
Twinning,
what is going on right now?
What you thought about everything? How I did
Bro,
everything?
what? Whoa, wait, hold on. I'm still kind of confused. Like, I knew you did YouTube and everything, but I couldn't really. The fact that you. Bro, how you just plotted on me, bro? Like, what?
I did.
What? Like,
As a whole, 2019 for Fanum proved fruitful. He gained many subscribers and met some people that walked his journey with him. The start of 2020, Fanum hit the ground running, uploading consistently and collabing with Kai Sanat. On the AMP side, they were going through a lengthy process. They got 2,000 requests for brand designs, choosing one, then shipping that design off to be refined by 2 other designers. The 4 knew they needed to get ahead on videos, but meeting weekly would have been hard since Duke lived in South Carolina and Fanum lived in New York. So, Fanum and Duke would travel to Atlanta and record 4 videos for the whole month. With the announcement of AMP, they would gain 40,000 subscribers, basically in a day and a half, despite their first video not dropping until March 16, 2020. They were growing at a good rate, yes, but they ran into another problem. They needed an editor. Davis brought up a creator named Chris next door, but Agent wasn't sure about him. Agent asked around for an industry editor. Ironically, his name was also Chris, and they hired him. The original Chris edited a version of AMP's high $50,000 for 24 hours and you keep it video. The 4 watched it back, noticing that the video was entertaining, especially since cameras died and it didn't account for lighting issues. Generally, it was a bad shoot day for AMP overall. They took the video and gave it to Chris next door. Needless to say, he did more than prove himself. Turning what Agent describes as a terrible video into something that will ultimately solidify himself as AMP Chris. The group will go on to record multiple videos from basketball, cooking, and even hide and seek. You name it, they did a video on it. While AMP was catching the stride going into the summer, Fanum will still be uploading variety content, which will be certified bangers to his audience, with some of his biggest videos being dropping Mentos and Kai's Coke, I told Blum she wasn't my type, and I called her the B word. By this time, August came, and AMP had grown massively, gaining almost 400,000 subscribers throughout the summer. Subscribers weren't the only thing they gained. Fanum brought a new member, Kai Cenat. The group didn't know it at the time, but they just set AMP on track to change content creation forever. At the beginning of the next month, Fanum will also hit 400,000 subs and continue his dominance on YouTube. Fanum ended 2020 on a high note, moving out of his mom's house on December 12th. Moving into 2021, Fanum and AMP will up their production quality by a wide margin. Fanum will take a mini break from posting on his Just Fanum channel between January 21st and March. Once that break was over, his consistency was unmatched, creating multiple videos that reached over 500,000 views. More importantly, he will start streaming again, tapping into GTRP, which at the time was a rapidly growing genre on Twitch. July comes, and AMP arguably made their greatest move yet. They bought a house, and this house will be very important to AMP's success in the future. The rest of the year will go well from Fanum. His views are up, and AMP again was on a meteoric rise. At the start of 2022, AMP as a whole was doing well, video after video, numbers after numbers, but supporters started to notice something. Fanum was missing ever since December 14th of 2021. He wasn't in any AMP videos, and activity on his Just Fanum channel wasn't there. People started to ask, where was Fanum? 118 days, 2,832 hours, 169,920 minutes. This is how much time will go by until March 24th, 2022, the day a video gets uploaded. It's Fanum. He's back. The Fanum truth is back, expressing feelings of being out of it for about a year before his hiatus. A lot of pieces of himself were missing. He said those missing pieces would come back, but in the process, he would lose others. It was him versus him, and somehow, he was losing. He thought that he was good at knowing when and where to give his energy, but God had to show him that he didn't. God knocked him down, and he got back up, realizing that he found himself. He missed himself. In the end, he gave encouragement to his viewers.
Change who you good to. That's all it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody change you. Don't let nobody change your point of view on shit when you know what I'm saying? Unless you know sometimes people are right, but you know what I'm saying? That's up to you. You gotta really just sit down and talk. But don't let nobody change you though, bro. Fuck that, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I mean, bro. Come on, please, bro. Please stay be you, my nigga. Please, bro. I'm not gonna change, nigga. I'm gonna be fucking me, bro. And I'm gonna be better than ever. I'm back and I'm fucking better, you know?
His return to the creation scene will be explosive, going on a me and you video streak, attacking streaming hard, and will upload The Reason We Lost the AMP House, a masterclass of a video, arguably his most entertaining video to date. Right after this video, AMP would seemingly get kicked out of the house and quickly find a new house, revealing it on June 17, 2022. The new house sparked the craziest string of content in AMP's lifespan, the firework war. The war would start with Fanum blowing up the AMP house with fireworks for the 4th of July. He would get every firework known to man, and lighting all the fireworks in the house will cause others to fire back. It will go on to turn into D-Block, which is Duke's side versus Fanum, Kai, Davis, and Chris. Most of the members in the AMP would have an item destroyed, causing them any beef. Duke's D-Block sign would end up getting destroyed, making things a little serious between him and AMP. Everything would soon be squashed, but Fanum still made it a point to get Duke a new sign a few months later in September. This would be a big month for Fanum. 5 days after Fanum gifted Duke the sign, he would reach 1 million subs on his Just Fanum channel, which would be monumental since he just hit 200,000 subs in March of that year. For the rest of the year, Fanum would double down on streaming, becoming one of, if not the biggest GTRP streamer. As he got deeper with his streaming, uploads on his Just Fanum channel would slow down. In the new year, Fanum would get to see the fruits of his labor on a higher scale. March 11, 2023, Fanum will win Best Roleplay Streamer at the 2023 Streamer Awards. A couple months later, on June 20th, Fanum will hit 1 million followers on Twitch. And that's not all. On August 27th of that same year, he will win Best Breakout Streamer at the 2023 Streaming Awards. With the attention Fanum brought to GTRP and the WL community, which is District 10 server in GTA, both awards are more than deserved. For the rest of the year, the grind for Fanum did not stop, reaching on new heights on Twitch every month. And on the AMP side, things were going better than ever. Everything was going well for Fanum up until June 12th, 2024, when he would scare the world. Fanum tweeted that he fell ill and had a heart attack. He went on to explain that with all this moving around, he would go on to 6th Street, then getting a tattoo that would require anesthesia, and on the wake up, he would be hungry, going home to eat 4 burgers, 2 large fries, and 2 extra large lemonades. Fanum would have trouble going to sleep that night because of acid reflux. He woke up in the morning and tried to eat oatmeal, and that's when the supposed heart attack would happen. Fanum wouldn't go to the hospital and let his pain subside a little, but unfortunately, the next day, Fanum would cough out blood. This gave him no choice. He had to go to the hospital. Upon arrival, doctors would put Fanum under test for about 5 hours, coming to the conclusion Fanum had caught pneumonia. Although he would indeed shake back from his health scare, the unfortunate events did not cease. A month after his scare, Fanum would get his purple Lamborghini impounded at the Dominican Day Parade in the Bronx. At the end, Fanum would pull out and end up on East 164th and Grand Avenue, where a policeman would pull his gun, stopping the car while he was streaming. The same cop would approach the car and pull out the HDMI cord from his camera. The police proceeded to handcuff his friend out of the car and take the car. Once the car gets to the station, a cop from the 44th precinct will take pictures posted up by Fanum's car with the caption, Dominican Day Parade. They outside, we outside too. Fanum stated that legal action will be taken on the NYPD. This is not the only run-in Fanum would have with the police that year. December 20th, 2024, he'll be taken in, but this time it was by police in Atlanta. Apparently, he was arrested for owning or operating an unregistered vehicle and operating a vehicle without a license. Even with him already handling the situation and the police not having a warrant, they still took him in. The situation ended with him bonding out. At the end of 2024, his fitness was strong on Twitch with over 16,000 subs and 2 million followers. 2025 has started. Fanum is still here, still strong, and still leading the truth. We don't know what the rest of the year has in store for Fanum. Neither does he know it from himself. But what we do know, we learn from this story, that the grind never stops. And God did.
With the cannon, and I was down bad, got my bands up, got off the block, and I caught the camera.